Hi, welcome back. So today we're picking up where we left off in the process of how to buy your first house. Hi, I'm Amy Solera. If you live in the Pittsburgh area or you're thinking about moving here, send me a text, give me a phone call. I'd love to answer any real estate questions that you have. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Okay, so at this point in the process, you already have a pre-approval, you know what your budget is, you found a great real estate agent to help you through the process. And now we're getting to the part where you figure out what you want in a house, you go out and look at them, and you put in an offer. So step number 5 is to determine what you want in a house. In determining what you want in a house, figure out what neighborhood or area you want to focus on. What location is important to you? Do you want an easy commute to work? Do you want to be near friends and family? Is a school district important to you? Do you want a walkable community? Sometimes people often think that if they give themselves this wide radius of areas and location that they're focusing on, then eventually something that they like is going to fall in it. But it actually makes the process much more complicated, and you want to niche down as specifically as you can. If you give yourself a large targeted radius, then it's hard to compare. The more narrowed down and focused you are, it helps people to then realize whenever the perfect ideal house for them falls into the area, and then they can jump on it much quicker. So along with deciding what area you want to focus on, you also want to think about what your top items are for your new house. So make a list and come up with your must-have items versus your would like to have. So if you work from home and you must have a home office, some type of designated working space, and you would really like a finished basement, but that's not necessary because you could always finish a basement later down the road yourself. So give yourself at max 5 must-have items, and then see if everything else can be your would like to have items, because honestly, unless you're building a house custom from scratch, it's really challenging to get everything you possibly want. So just focus on the must-haves. Step number 6 is to learn about the housing market in your area and start looking at houses online. Your real estate agent will be able to help you, but figure out, is it currently a seller's market or a buyer's market? How long is it taking for houses to sell? Start looking at houses online. Even if you don't plan on moving and buying a house for 6 to 9 months, I think it's always a good idea to just start looking online to see, am I correct that this is the area I want to be in? Because for my desired price range, can I kind of get what I'm looking for in this area? Or do I need to switch neighborhoods? Or if possible, financially, do I want to increase my price point a little? Because I do really like this area, but based on what I'm seeing online, I think I want to go up a little higher in budget. So just start looking online. Your real estate agent will be able to help you set up a search and send you houses that fit your criteria, but just start learning what's going on with the market. Step number 7 is to go out and look at houses. You want to give your real estate agent at least a few hours notice so that they can schedule an appointment for you to go out and look at a house. Ideally 24 hours, but at least a few hours advance notice. It's also courteous for the sellers because often sellers have small children at home or pets, and they need to kind of clear out the house and get ready for your showing. As you're going out and looking at houses, you'll want to make sure that you document or take notes or take your iPhone and take pictures of the houses. Because as you start this process, if you're looking at a bunch of houses, even several in one day, it can kind of get confusing and overwhelming, and you kind of start to forget, was the finished basement in this house or that house? What did this bathroom look like? So take notes so you can refresh your memory. Okay, you found a house that you love. Step number 8 is let's submit an offer. When you submit an offer, some of the things that you'll need to submit with the offer are your pre-approval letter with the price that you're offering. Figure out when you want to close, figure out what inspections you want to have done, the amount of hand money that you're going to be offering the seller. These are some of the items that your real estate agent will be asking you, and all of this will need to be presented to the seller together as one offer package. After your offer is accepted, the seller can accept it as it is. They can say, nope, and that's it, just nope. Or they can counter, saying, let's kind of come to an agreement. Maybe let me have $5,000 more, or let me close on this specific date. Change things around a little, and then once we come to an agreement, I'll accept your offer. They've accepted your offer. Step number 9 is your offer was accepted. Congratulations, your offer was accepted. So now what you'll want to do is within 5 days, you'll want to write a check and give it to your real estate agent for the amount of hand money that you were offering. You'll also want to work with your real estate agent to schedule all inspections. Your real estate agent will have a list of recommendations for inspectors that they recommend. So you'll be going through the inspection process, negotiating any repairs or money off as a result of the inspection. You'll be working with an insurance company to get homeowners insurance, and you'll also be working with the lender, because as soon as the offer is accepted and the sales agreement is signed by both buyer and seller, that's when your lender is going to start processing your mortgage application. Okay, we're almost done. Step number 10 is to work with your lender. As I mentioned, once you have a signed sales agreement, the lender is going to start processing your application. So at this point, it is imperative that you keep all of your spending status quo as it had been. Don't make any large purchases. Don't take out any other debt. Don't co-sign anyone's loan. Don't go out and buy that new car that you wanted. Keep your spending even, because any changes will spike interest from the lender. And 1, if you take on extra debt, it's going to hurt your debt to income ratio. And 2, you might have to answer a lot of questions from the lender about where that extra spending came from. So keep your spending status quo. During this time, the lender is also going to be ordering an appraisal to make sure that the house is worth how much you're buying it for. And then they'll also ask you for updated bank statements. If you're getting a gift for helping with the down payment, they'll ask for a gift letter from whoever's giving you that gift. But they're really just going to start digging into all of your finances and to make sure everything is on the up and up. And the last step in the process is you close on your new house. So at this point in the process, everything has gone according to plan. You had your inspections and successfully negotiated any repairs that were needed. The appraisal came in high enough, the lender approved your mortgage. Now it's time to do the final walkthrough with your real estate agent. So this is when you'll go to the house and you'll just make sure that any repairs that were supposed to be made have been, and just that the house is in the condition that it originally was whenever you first put in your offer. The closing company is going to tell you exactly down to the penny how much money you need to bring to the closing table. So you'll want to give yourself enough time to go to the bank and get a cashier's check to bring to the closing table. And you'll also want to bring your driver's license to the closing, because everyone wants to make sure you are who you say you are. And then you get the keys to your house. Congratulations. After you sign all of the paperwork from the lender, the house is officially yours. You will be given the keys at the closing table. You can start moving in your furniture. If you or any of your friends are looking to buy a house in the near future, send them these videos. I hope you found them helpful. If you missed last week's video, I offered a free handout with suggestions on questions you should ask your real estate agent before deciding to work with them. So click the link below and I'll send you that handout completely free.